So Ben Whittaker is about to fight again this coming weekend, but when is he going to get knocked out? Let's get into it. Hello, welcome to On Me Edson. I hope you're all well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. So, Ben Whittaker, the flamboyant, the showboating showman extraordinaire, the light heavyweight. He is fighting again this coming weekend on the Wardley Clarker undercard, and he's fighting Leon Willings, and they're comparable in terms of their stats. Ben Whittaker's had 6 pro fights with 6 KO wins. Leon Willings has had 8 pro fights, 7 wins, 1 loss, and 2 KO wins. Now, Ben Whittaker, like other fighters of the past, Prince Naseem being one of the most famous, of course, divided opinion. Whilst many people enjoyed the showmanship, the entertainment factor, there would be others that would think that it's just disrespecting the opponent, disrespecting boxing, and it goes on. The reality is here that Ben Whittaker has not really fought anybody who could really challenge him in that regard. And if you look back at some of his fights, which I've been doing today, just wanted to refresh my memory of his fights. He does get tagged, he does get hit, he does get caught. And that's the problem with any kind of showman style, with any kind of flamboyant style where you're letting the guard down and you're letting the opponent attack, and then you can easily get hit. The point is, I suppose, that up until this point, whilst he's been hit, he hasn't been punished. He hasn't been made to pay for that. Now, could it be against Leon Willings? Yeah, he comes up against somebody who could, well, show him what's what. And this is the argument against this style of boxing. Whilst he is offensively fantastic, really entertaining, and his name and his style of boxing has got him viral clicks all over the world, right? He's become, in boxing circles, he's really pumped up his name. And this is one of the main criticisms of boxers, that they're not really making themselves known or public figures because all they're doing is focusing on the boxing as opposed to also thinking about the entertainment value. And this is what Ben Whittaker is doing. He's not only focusing on the boxing, because he is a super talented boxer, of course, but he's also very mindful of the entertainment factor. I think it was about a year ago he was saying he's going to be world champion one day. And yes, that is on every boxer's dream, to be world champion someday. Okay, so let's just reel it back in a little bit. Whilst he is a very talented boxer, of course, and he's got 6 KO wins, he's still a novice boxer. So he's still got a long way to go. And in his light heavyweight division, there are lots and lots of superb boxers as well. So he's got to step up to much better fighters just to see what kind of level he's at. And this is where we all know that he's really going to be tested. All that style of boxing is going to be tested. Now, many people are asking, well, can he continue to show that kind of style? Well, other fighters like Prince Naseem, yeah, he showed that. But eventually, yeah, he got found out. But after a stellar career, right? It was only right towards the end against Barrera where he had that loss and he started to get found out. And I always thought there was something off about Naz that night as well. When he walked in the ring, he's usually just somersault over the top rope. And that time he didn't. And I thought there's something not quite right here. But you can showboat as much as you want, but obviously you've got to match that with talent. Naz certainly matched that with talent. He was a joy to watch. He's one of my favourite fighters of all time, and I'm sure he's one of your favourite fighters as well. Ben Whittaker is on that journey. He's on that way. But it's a fine line between entertaining and drawing people to the sport and drawing people to support you, and also pushing people away and alienating them and making yourself look like a bit of a dickhead. I suppose the point is, whilst he's fighting other novice boxers or inexperienced boxers, and maybe just even with a little bit more experience, he'll probably get away with it. But at some point, he's going to have to get into the ring with better boxers who are going to be able to expose his weaknesses and also how he's leaving himself wide open. Now, of course, it's one thing saying how he leaves himself open, he could easily be exposed, and it's another thing to actually expose it. So this is where the levels come in. This is where you have different levels of boxers. Can a better boxer do it? I'm convinced that they can. I'm convinced that he can. Of the footage that I'm seeing, he does get tagged quite a lot. So I would imagine, and I'm sure you've got your own thoughts on this as well, but I would imagine as he goes up in levels, he's going to have to rein that in a little bit. Now, he could improve himself, and he could get better with the flamboyance and his defensive style so that he's not getting caught as well. But at the same time, if he continues with this kind of style, then he could easily get caught. Or there'll be another issue where boxers may not want to fight him. It's the boxer that everybody wants to avoid, and that can hurt your career as well. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Will Ben Whittaker ever get knocked out? Well, my gut feeling is if he comes up against a much better boxer, especially in the light heavyweight division, I think he'll get exposed, and exposed quite quickly. Again, there's no evidence to back that up, of course. We'll have to wait and see. Will it be Leon Williams this weekend? Who knows? I doubt it, but we'll have to wait and see. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos, and I will catch you again on another video coming very soon. Bye now.